A new report finds Joe Biden has been involved in questionable dealings at home and abroad involving possible nepotism and corruption. One America's Kristian Rouz looks into the matter.
Democrat 2020 hopeful Joe Biden is under scrutiny yet again as he faces allegations of corruption during his years as Vice President of the United States. A new report by Breitbart News pinpoints 8 cases of suspected nepotism and corruption surrounding Biden and members of his family. Their questionable actions involve alleged bribery, the sale of U.S. political influence, and abuse of authority, which some say advanced the culture of corruption in U.S. domestic and international affairs.
Joe Biden is a dummy. Joe Biden thought China was not a competitor. China made $500 billion over a short period of time against Obama, Biden, and China ate our country alive during Obama and Biden. They ate us alive.
Biden's dealings with China involve an investment deal between his second son Hunter Biden's private equity firm and the Chinese state-owned atomic energy company. According to author and journalist Peter Schweitzer, Joe Biden flew to Beijing in December 2013 for talks. On its way, the Air Force Two was expected to fly over the disputed South China Sea in a rebuke to China that claimed sovereignty over the area just several days prior. But to the dissatisfaction of U.S. allies, Biden avoided that route and took a softer stance on Beijing during the visit. He left China with $1.5 billion deal for his son's company that some say jeopardized the nuclear security of the U.S.
Hunter Biden flies with his dad on Air Force Two to Asia. Joe Biden is essentially saying that he spent 20 hours on a plane with his son on the trip to Beijing to close a deal with the Chinese government.
Episodes of Biden's alleged corruption also took place in countries such as Ukraine and Iraq. The Ukraine affair was well documented by John Solomon of The Hill, who found Biden demanded that Ukraine dismiss its top prosecutor at the time, threatening to bankrupt that country back in 2016. Solomon found Biden's son Hunter was under investigation in Ukraine over alleged misappropriation and offshoring of funds, explaining why the former vice president wanted the official gone. Biden later bragged about exerting influence in Ukraine.
I said, you're not getting $1 billion. I'm going to be leaving here. And I think it was, 6 hours? I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Well, son of a bitch. Got fired. And they put in place someone who was solid at the time.
Additionally, Biden's brother James received a $1.5 billion contract for residential development in Iraq back in 2010. Reports find James Biden joined real estate developer Hillstone that year, and within 6 months, the company got the contract after losing money for quite some time. The deal eventually fell through due to lack of financing in the war-torn country, but allegations of Biden exerting political pressure for personal gain still linger.
Wait a second, there's these transactions of money going to the United States and they go to the vice president's son.
Kristian Rouz, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.